WWE SmackDown Preview Jan. 17, 2025. I don't think Jacob Fatu loves Solo Sikoa anymore. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. K&A. Knight is a hardcore number cruncher who has analyzed and covered pro wrestling for cage-side seats since 2014 and followed the sport as a fan going back to the 1980s. SmackDown airs tonight, Jan. 17, with a live show emanating from Pachanga Arena in San Diego, California. This is the 7th episode of SmackDown during the 9-week build towards Royal Rumble, which takes place on February 1. I don't think Jacob Fatu loves Solo Sikoa anymore. Solo Sikoa hasn't been on TV since he lost Tribal Combat on Raw's Netflix debut, but he's scheduled to return tonight on SmackDown. Solo now has to face the consequences of losing his status as the tribal chief of the new bloodline, and the landscape could be completely changed now that he lost his rights to that title. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga were out of control last week, without Solo there to keep them in line. I think there's a decent chance that Solo will try to brush off his loss and resume his role as the guy in charge. But he should know better than to assume Jacob and Tama will continue to fall in line behind him. After Roman Reigns lost the WWE Championship last year at WrestleMania 40, Sikoa didn't waste any time in trying to overthrow his weakened leader, as well as replacing any underlings like Jimmy Uso who didn't acknowledge him as the new tribal chief. A similar situation could play out again, this time with Jacob stepping up as the strongest member of the group and telling Solo to acknowledge him as the new leader of the bloodline. And if Solo isn't on board with losing his power, then maybe it's time for Jacob to take him out and replace him with a new family member. Does Jacob Fatu still blindly love Solo Sikoa now that he's lost his status as tribal chief? Tune in to SmackDown tonight to see what happens when Solo returns. The rest of tonight's card. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton defends the gold tonight against Bayley. The challenger is very confident she will beat Tiffany again, just like she's done every other time they fought each other in the past. What shortcuts can Stratton take to ensure she doesn't lose the belt in her first title defense? Bayley has been talking to Raw GM Adam Pearce about the transfer window, so if she fails to win tonight, perhaps she'll be permanently moving to the red brand ASAP. SmackDown GM Nick Aldis wants all the tag teams to fight each other to prove they deserve a shot at the tag team titles. Motor City Machine Guns responded by beating a town down under, while Los Garza beat Pretty Deadly. Now it's MCMGVs. Los Garza tonight. Will the winning team have done enough to prove they deserve a title shot? Other stuff to keep an eye on. Undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes abandoned his tag team partner last week to brawl with Kevin Owens. It's clear that Cody will attack KO on site from here on out. Can the self-proclaimed true WWE champion use that to his advantage to lure Cody into a trap tonight? Drew McIntyre is sort of floating between both Raw and SmackDown right now, as he tries to figure out a way to get revenge on Roman Reigns. Part-timer Roman isn't on the show tonight, but will McIntyre show up anyway to get involved in Cody's business again, now that Reigns has declared for the Royal Rumble match? Bianca Belair accidentally whipped Naomi with her braid last week, which led to Naomi being pinned in a high-stakes match. Are cracks now starting to form between the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, or will Naomi quickly move on from what was an apparent accident? Will her reaction give us any insight as to whether or not she's the mystery culprit who attacked Jade Cargill? The Wyatt Six have been officially transfer windowed over to SmackDown. Does that mean their feud with Miz and the Final Testament is suddenly over? Or will Karrion Kross and his men come on over to the Blue Brand to continue the fight? LA Knight was screwed out of winning back the United States title last week after he pissed off the new bloodline. Will the megastar go out of his way to attack Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga tonight? Pretty Deadly is still waiting for WWE Tag Team Champions Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano to scratch their backs in return for a recent favor. Is DIY ever giving these fools their promised title